So now that we have our connector all set up, yeah, put your mask. Oh shoot!
And you put your mask.
I'm talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. What is up? So today we got a call letting us know that they're having some problems with this fuel tank. Now, what exactly is going on? It's pretty straightforward. Is these two adapters here, one from the fuel line and one from the actual tank, they're not having a secure fitting. So one of them's bad. The way we can see this is when we try to pump it, right? You can see that the fuel comes out, right? So it's not getting a good seal. So we test it and find out which one that is. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go get another tank with the same adapter. So if fuel comes out again, I know it's probably the female end, and if I know it's not a problem anymore, then it's probably the tank adapter, right? Does that make sense? I think this ball's bad. This pump. Okay. Well, I can hear that there's air escaping from here, which is probably why it's not actually able to pump out the fuel, because it doesn't have a good seal. Oh, there you go. As you can see, it's dripping fuel. So then we know it's probably the female end. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a new female end, and then we'll come back and we'll try it again. So we're going to take this off. I'm just going to cut it off. It's the easiest way to do it. So let's go right here. Woo. Nice. So they're different sized adapters for different hoses. Like these two right here, different sizes. So we use this one. Oh. Fun fact, you have to put your hose clamp on first. Then you can put it on. Okay. We use hose clamps because we're constantly having to either change the tanks or change the adapters, so. Okay. Wow, that's not any better. Wow. Now, the easiest fix would be to just go to West Marine, or you could go to a Suzuki dealer, and you could just buy brand new adapters, and honestly that's probably the best answer, because if one of them's tending to come apart or deteriorate, you're probably just time to replace both of them. So, we went through all three of the extra adapters we had, and I think they're all bad. So someone probably just didn't throw them out when they were taken off because they were bad. So I'm in a different whaler now. We were just in that one. So now we're going to use this adapter, which is the same one, and test the tank, see if it's still the tank or if it's the adapter. And as you can see, I have a pretty solid seal. There's nothing leaking out. There's no air hissing. So that's how we know this adapter's good. This adapter on the tank is good. And all those adapters in that boat are bad. So we're either gonna have to buy some new ones, or we're gonna have to switch to a different model, which at this point, I think we'll probably just switch to a different model. This is a Suzuki adapter, like I said earlier, so we're gonna actually be switching over to a Yamaha adapter because that's what we have. We're gonna just be switching it over. The tanks, for the most part, are interchangeable, the adapters at least, so it shouldn't be a problem. So, okay, there you go. Now we're loosening. There you go. And that's how you take it off. So we actually just got a new tank because the other one was starting to have some sun damage and it was starting to crack. So we just got a new tank and we're putting on this Yamaha adapter onto this tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some Teflon tape. Nice! Before we had that phone call, as I was saying, we're going to put some Teflon tape onto here, and that'll just help us get a better seal. Okay. So, now we're ready to put this on. We're just going to screw it on. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. That way the adapter is accessible, because if you put it straight down, you won't be able to attach it. You could go up and you could go sideways, but there's more room going this way, so we're going to face it this way. we're gonna go down onto the boat and we're gonna take the fuel light adapter off that's on there, and we're gonna put a Yamaha on, so that way these two are compatible when we put it in the boat. Let's go. So we have our tank with our Yamaha adapter, and we just have to go put this adapter piece on and switch it out for this Suzuki. So let's do that. This is like the perfect example of why we use hose clamps, because just in case you need to swap things out, it makes it so much easier. Imagine if we like used like the other clamps that they use for the fuel lines that they come with. Oh my gosh, taking that off like 4 or 5 times. You also want to make sure you don't over tighten your hose clamps. It's a great way to ruin your line. You also don't want it to be too loose, because then you'll allow air to get into your fuel line as well, and then it won't get the proper suction it needs to pull fuel. Okay? So another thing to note for the Yamaha adapters is that you can see maybe there's an arrow right here. So that's telling you the fuel is going through and flowing this way into the outboard. Oh, okay. It kind of works. There you go. We'll go with like right there. Okay, we'll see. Let's see if this works. So I think we'll also need to change this pump here, because it's not working properly. There's a ball inside that's supposed to prevent it from flowing one way or the other, and I can just feel it like loosely moving around in there. So we'll probably have to replace this too. Okay, let's do that. So we've come to the conclusion that this pump is bad, like I said earlier. So there's 2 options. You can either, but actually this is really your only option, is you basically just buy a new pump. You can buy them online. Like I said, we have a West Marine close to us, so we get most of our products from West Marine. Probably find one on Amazon, whatever works best for you. In this case, we do have another pump that actually has a whole nother fuel line set up to it already. So instead of trying to cut 2 incisions here, installing a new pump, we're actually just going to try to install this new one, attach it to the fuel and water separator, and then put on the Yamaha adapter. So we're going to do that right now. Oh, by the way, for anyone who's concerned, I did put a drain plug down in here. That way we don't spill any fuel. If we do, we will spill some fuel, so that way it doesn't go straight into the harbor. You're welcome. Woo! Okay. There's that. Let's see. So, you're also going to see on these pumps that there is an arrow telling you which way the fuel direction is going to go. So, in this case, the arrow is going this way. So we're going to attach it this way onto the adapter. Make sense? Okay. We put the adapter on the other fuel line, so now we're going to take it off again and then put it onto the new one. Oh man. Woo! Okay. So we should be good. Okay, come back to the tank. Let's see round 2. Ah, there we go. See, now it's really filling up. It's becoming more firm. It's harder to squeeze. More of a workout, you know? But that's how you know the fuel line is filling up with fuel, and you can't squeeze it as much. Versus this one, which was pretty easy, right? As a recap, we changed the fuel adapter, right? We changed it from a Suzuki to a Yamaha, and it no longer leaks. And we also changed the hand pump, and we showed you guys how to do both of those things. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know in the comment section down below. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, feel free to. We noticed that most of the people who watch our videos, over 99%, actually aren't subscribed to our channel. So if you like this content and you want to see more of it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell if you want to get more notifications about when we're posting next. I think that's it. I think we're done. Okay, sounds good. We're done. Let's go.